And you can let us know, Pritish, once 1 minute is up.
Mm.
Everybody can share their feedbacks in the group for first speaker.
Yeah, it's time limit. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pritish. So next we have our second speaker, that is Toastmaster Arjun. And before calling him on the stage, I would request Toastmaster Santosh, who is evaluating his speech, to share the path and purpose for the speaker. And for the better understanding of audience, I would like to announce that we do not have any general evaluator for today's meeting, but we are just merging the role of Toastmaster of the Day and General Evaluator. So we have our tag team available with us. That is, Grammarian is Toastmaster Vishakha, and our counter is Toastmaster Pritish, who is playing dual roles today. Toastmaster Pritish is timer for the day as well. Now I would request Toastmaster Santosh to share the purpose of
Good,
Toastmaster Arjun's speech.
thanks, Bhavna. Good morning, all of the Toastmaster and guests today. Uh, Today's second speaker is Arjun, and he is going to be speak about project level one, speech three, speech level three, and topic of the speech is a moment frozen in time. So he will cover up the speech of 5 to 7 minutes to cover up the prepared speech. Uh, Welcome, Arjun. Arjun, uh, over to you. Hello, Arjun.
Yeah, I'm here. Shall I start?
Yes, please.
I never thought that I would be sharing this story with all of you today, because at one point of time, I didn't expect that I would be alive to narrate it. Dear Toastmasters of the three distinguished club, a very good morning to all of you. It is the year 2004. Our college is planning a trip to a place called Coorg near Mangalore in Karnataka. We board the bus. It's going to be an overnight journey. We reach the place in the wee hours of the day, check into the hotels, and set out to visit one of the most famous places of Coorg, which is Medicini Fall. We reach at the place. In the distance, we see a magnificent hill and water cascading down the hill very graciously, forming a crystal clear water. All of friends are there and we are chit-chatting. There's some chit-chat is going on. Hey, come on, let us go get into the water and start playing. But no, the water is very scary. It's very turbulent. I don't think I'll be able to go. Hey, come on. We have come all the way to just enjoy in this water body, and now you are a grown-up man. Just take your fears away and just get into the water. Nobody, the currents are really strong. I don't think I'll be able to go and play there. I'll better stay here and watch from a distance. Do one thing. Those girls are standing there, go hide behind them. Come on, friends, let's go. We are going to the water. We just get into the water and start playing there, splashing water over each other and just having the fun. The water is still our waist level. Let's go. Let's go and enter a little deeper into the river and see the waterfall from little nearby. But it's going to be very risky. The currents are really strong there. I don't think we should go there. Better be here. Do not worry. I know swimming, and if anything happens, I promise I will take all of you out. We just hold hands and start proceeding towards the middle of the river. All of a sudden, we realize that our feet no longer touch the waterbed, the river bed. The water level started rising. Everyone started getting panicky. The one who promised that he will take us out of the river was the first one to swim back to the bank. The other friends also found their way and reached to the bank. I am there just with two of my friends stuck in the middle of the river. The water level had already reached till our head. Those two friends, they just pushed me down and find their way to the bank of the river. I'm all alone, drowning inside the water. The friends at the bank, they're getting panicky. Hey, someone help! Arjun is drowning. He's our friend. Can anybody know swimming here? Can anybody go just get him here? Seeing the situation, one of my good friends, not caring for his life, not caring for different boulders which were kept there in the river, just dives into the river, goes near me, grabs me and pulls me back to the bank of the river. Hey, just lay him down here. Can somebody just push his stomach, push his chest so that he coughs off water? Hey, Santosh, look for the vehicle. He has to be immediately rushed to the hospital. Can you do Santosh and Pacha? Can you just go and join him? Do you have money with you? Keep this money with you. Take him to the hospital immediately. There's the urgent call, and we are joining you in the next vehicle. All of us, we get into the vehicle. We start driving towards the hospital. On the way, I am just vomiting, not water, blood. More than a dozen times, I vomited blood during our journey from the lake to the hospital. The vehicle reaches the hospital. Hey, Pacha, could you just go and search for some stretcher? Call out some people. It's a very critical situation. The stretcher comes, and a friend is with me. Hey, buddy Arjun, please do not worry. Just be with us for some more time. Nothing will happen to you. I'm there with you, and we have already reached the hospital. You will be completely all right. I'm put on the stretcher, and they start pushing the stretcher towards the emergency ward. Once we reach outside the emergency ward, just for a moment, this thought came to my mind. And I thought probably I wouldn't survive. These are going to be my last moments. My entire body was trembling. I was finding it difficult to breathe out. My vision was blurred. I could see darkness everywhere. And if somebody goes through this situation where he finds that these are going to be his last moments, he wants to remember one such person who was very important in his life and did everything to help him out. The entire 20 years of movie started running in my mind. And in that movie, very clearly and vividly, I see my mother standing in front of me. I knew I'm not going to see her again. These are my last moments. I apologized to her, thought of all the harm I had done to her, the number of times I did not listen to her, and didn't care to follow her advice. The door of the emergency ward opens and I'm pushed in. The doctors and nurses come and they start diagnosing me. I was diagnosed lung puncture. It was a very critical situation. I was there in the ICU for 2 continuous days. After 2 days, I find my friends coming into the room with a smiling face. Hey, buddy, so good to see you. We never thought we will see you alive. It was very tough and critical. Thank you very much, friends. It is because of you I'm alive today. But what is that newspaper you're carrying in your hands? And I also see my picture over there. Oh, yes, there's the local newspaper, which had your picture, and the article came. So what does the article say? The article says that out of 50 people who died in that waterfall in last 1 year, you are the only one survived. Dear friends, this incident happened about 20 years ago. It taught me a lot of things. The people whom I called my friends, close friends, they were the one who pushed me down into the water, left me for dying in the middle of the river. And there are other friends whom I'm not well acquainted with, but these are the ones who saved me, stayed with me, and cared for me. I learned that life is so precious. I started taking life seriously, and I started respecting people and caring for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arjun, for sharing this story with us.
Was my screen visible?
Yes, it was visible.
Okay. All right.
We can take 1 minute to share our feedbacks for Toastmaster Arjun in chat. And Toastmaster Pritish, please let us know once 1 minute is up.
One minute is over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pritish. Now, next we have another speaker. Our speaker number 3, Toastmaster Sriram. And to evaluate his speech, I would request Toastmaster Ayushi to come on the stage and share the path and purpose for his speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavna. Today, Sriram is going to deliver his speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. The project is his first elective, which is Connect with Storytelling. Timer, please note the speech is for 5 to 7 minutes, and the speech title is Good, Great, and Awesome. Sriram, good, great, and awesome. Good, great, and awesome, Sriram. Stage is yours. You forgot to unmute yourself.
Yeah, am I visible?
You are visible and audible, but your head is a slight cut off when you stand up back there.
Okay, I'll go back. Okay, am I visible now?
Yeah.
You are.
Am I audible? Am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Yes, you are.
Okay.
We are awesome people who are present here. I have come to a conclusion that there is nothing greater in this universe than friendship. We have all heard the saying, friendship is the ship that never sinks. Toastmasters and guests. As we grow older and wiser, we all know that this is not a ship, it's just a boat. Yes, even if you have 3 friends, a good friend a great friend, and an awesome friend, your life will be awesome. Trust me. I am lucky in this. I have got a good friend, a great friend, an awesome friend in my life. My good friend and the great friend, we used to hang out together. The good friend of mine is the perfect eligible bachelor in Gurgaon. He is smart, he is handsome, and he is awesome. But he is little workaholic. Why is he good? What makes him so good? Whenever I ask him, how's your day? He'll be like, it's good. Whenever I ask him, how's the food which I made? He'll say, it's good. Whenever I ask him, how's the food, the headache which he got after eating my food, he'll say, it's good. He's so good. His only adjective is, it's good. I have another friend. You guys know why is he a great friend. He always, and also he's a Toastmaster friend. Whenever I give a speech and ask him for feedback, he'll always say, it's great. Whenever I ask him, how's the food which I made, he'll say, it's great. And also, whenever I ask him, how's this stomach ache, what he got because of he ate my food which I made, he'll say, it's great. And you'll be wondering, who's the awesome friend? Dear all Toastmasters present here, I am awesome. I live in this awesome 1 BHK apartment where I which I pay a 2 BHK rent, which is on the third floor. You know, and also this third floor apartment doesn't have a lift. So I have to go from ground floor to third floor every day when I go into my home. Three things in Gurgaon is always constant and always increasing. Number one, traffic of Gurgaon, which increases year on year. The beautiful liquor shops of Gurgaon, which increases year on year. And third, the rent of Gurgaon. Trust me. My owner called me and he said he's increasing the rent by from a 2 BHK apartment rent to a 3 BHK apartment rent. I said, I'm quitting. I cannot stay further. But I cannot shift alone. Then I called my good friend of mine. He right away rejected to help. He said he's very busy making presentation on a weekend for his fantastic boss. You guys know why is his boss is fantastic? Yes. But before he disconnected the call, he gave me some awesome surprise. He told me he'll bear all the cost of the shifting from my home to a new awesome home. I said, that's great. I didn't know this. I could earn money like this. I thought this is a great startup idea. I thought I want to earn more money. Then I called my great friend. Then I called a great friend of mine who is also a Toastmaster. He told me, what? There's a rate hike? Oh my God. I just now got the news. Toastmasters has also hiked their fee, that too with GST. And he said he'll come over and help me. And he said he also assured me that he'll see that you will not spend a penny on shifting. On the day of shifting, I also kept the call. Then I thought, oh my God, my startup idea failed before even it started. So I was so unhappy and upset. Then on the day of the shifting, my Toastmaster friend was there on time. Yes, he's a Toastmaster. He helped me pack all the things, shifted from the third floor to the ground floor, put it in my car, and go to my new awesome 1 BHK apartment, where we were unpacking again, keeping things in order. Also, we missed the good friend's jokes and his office gossips from his fantastic manager. The day passed. By the end of the evening, I made him an awesome coffee, for which he said, it's just great. Then later, the day passed. Exactly after 3 months, both the guys, the good guy and the great guy, called me at the same time. They both asked me to come to their place immediately. I said, what happened? They said their rent has been increased from a 2 BHK apartment to a 4 BHK apartment. They called me on the same day. I said, it's not possible. They said, you have to choose. You guys know whom do I choose? Yes. One guy gave me money, the other guy gave me nothing. I was getting ready to go to my good friend's place. At that time, I realized something that stuck on my head. This guy, did he really give me nothing? He gave me the most invaluable commodity in this universe, time and energy. I thought this cannot be replaced with money. So I took a U turn and I reached my great friend's place on time because I'm also a Toastmaster. I helped him pack and unpack things. Dear awesome people who are present here, whom do you want to be? Whether the good guy or the bad guy? Whom do you want to be? Just think for a moment. In your life, money cannot replace your presence. Take sick leaves. Take fake sick leaves. Take fake sick leaves from your fantastic managers so that you can spend time with your friends, click more pictures, and make memories. Dear awesome people, you all know that we are all a small boat. All you need is a good friend and a great friend. Go out and search for them. And if you want an awesome friend, I am here. I am awesome and I make awesome coffee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shri Ram, for this speech. Now, you mentioned three things which are increasing in Gurgaon. I think there is one more which is increasing, that is the buildings. Within just a span of 1 year, you will see 5 more buildings standing behind your back.
Yeah, you are right. That is true.
So next we have our last speaker, speaker number 4, and that is Toastmaster Romisha. To evaluate her speech, we have Toastmaster Bhavesh. And while you were speaking, Toastmaster Sriram, I could see Toastmaster Romisha were just adjusting her camera position, everything. So I would request Toastmaster Bhavesh to come over the stage and share purpose and pathway of her speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavna. A very good afternoon to everyone present in this meeting. My name is Bhavish Metwani, and I will be the speech evaluator for my target speaker, Toastmaster Umisha Agarwal. A bit about Toastmaster Romisha. She is a tenured corporate professional with having over 13 years of experience in backend development. She's already a employee with TCS with having over 6 years of experience. In her leisure, she tries to learn about new things, and she is very passionate about painting and sketching. Um, in this particular meeting, she will be attempting her project 2 on level 1 speech in the pathway innovative planning. The purpose of this speech would be to actually present a speech and then receive the feedback constructively and then implement the feedback in her next speech. And the title of her speech is going to be The Art of Making a Perfect Tea or Not. I wish her all the very best. Toastmaster Rumisha, the art of making a perfect tea or not. The art of making a perfect tea or not, Toastmaster Rumisha. The
Uh,
virtual dice is all yours.
just a second, Bhavesh, what's the
The
yeah, yeah, okay,
the timing of her speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes.
all right, thanks.
Thank you so much, Pritish, for reminding me. Over to you, Rumisha.
Thank you, Bhavesh. Who loves tea here? Show me a thumbs up. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. We love tea.
Okay.
No, I love coffee, but yes, for your tea.
Okay. Now, who wants their tea to be perfect? So they say making tea is simple. Boil water, add tea leaves, milk, and sugar. But if you ask me, making the perfect tea is an art that I'm still struggling to master. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Today, I want to share my experience of this never ending journey to make the perfect cup of tea. I still remember the first time I made tea for my husband. I was excited and confident, thinking how hard it can be. But the moment he took a first sip, I could see on his face there was something wrong. The truth is, everyone has their own version of a perfect tea. Let's test this. Raise your hand if you prefer a strong tea. Now, who likes it light? Even here, there is no universal perfect tea. Back at home, my husband took one sip of tea and said, "The color is too light. You should have left it on the stove for a little longer." So the next time, I brew it little longer. But then came the next review. "Oh, it seems more like a black tea now." When I finally got the color right, there was a new problem. If the milk was less, it's too watery. If the milk was more, it's too thick. If the sugar was less, it's tasteless. And if the sugar was more, are we drinking tea or sugar syrup? No matter what I did, it was never quite right. My mother in law and my husband had their own gold standard of tea, and I just couldn't reach it. But here is the irony: they always ask me to make the tea. Not once, not twice, but every single day. At first, I was confused. Why do they keep asking me if they know that I'll never make a good cup of tea? But then I realized something. It wasn't about tea. It was about the warmth, the habit, and the little ritual that bring us together. Maybe my tea is not perfect, but the moment is. And that's when I understand perfection is not about getting everything exactly right. It's about effort, about learning, and about the joy we create in the process. So, my dear Toastmaster, whether it's making tea, delivering a speech, or mastering any skill, don't chase perfection. Just keep improving, keep learning, and most importantly, keep serving with love. Because even imperfect tea made with love is always worth drinking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Romisha, for this speech. In the morning, I prepared myself a perfect tea, and your speech reminded me of that yes, there could be no perfect tea, but yeah, there can be perfect moments. So now we are done with our prepared speeches section, and I am sure you all are excited for the next phase of our meeting. But before going to the next phase, I would request everybody to share feedback for Toastmaster Romisha in the chat box. And timer, please let me know once 1 minute is up.
1 minute.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pritish. So now, as we are all set the stage for self-discovery. So let's talk about how we are going to find out more about our personality types today. So you may have heard MBTI, which is Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. That is one of the most commonly or maybe widely used personality frameworks in the world. It is basically based on the idea that each of us falls into one of 16 personality types, depending on how we gain energy, how we take in information, how we make decisions, and how we organize the world. So when I say how we gain energy, it means that are you an extrovert or introvert? When I say that how you take information, it means how you take information basis your focus, sensing, or intuitions. When I say making decision, it means that do you prefer thinking or feeling? When I say organizing the world, I meant are you more into judging or perceiving? So this might sound complex, but don't worry, we are going to make it simple and interactive. So in a moment, I'll ask a few questions, this or that types question. But let me tell you before that there are no right or wrong answers. Just you need to trust your gut instinct and choose the option that feels like you in your everyday life. And at the end of this exercise, you will have a 4-letter code that will be your MBTI personality type. And trust me, once you discover your type, you might have just like aha moment types about why you think, what you think, how you work, communicate, everything, the way you do. So for example, before we start, let me give you a quick example. Imagine that you have very unexpected free weekend. Do you excitedly call your friends or plan a get together? Which one would you choose? Anyone can volunteer to make it simple for the audience.
Can you repeat, please? Can you repeat the question?
So on your unexpected free weekend, so let's say today is your unexpected free weekend. You have nothing to do, but you do not have any plans. What would you do? Will you excitedly call your friend and plan a get together? Or do you look forward for some quiet time alone?
Can I go ahead and speak about it?
Yeah.
So
You need
I think actually I have to just choose a option. I was actually about to say that it's very difficult for me to choose an option from choices where the two choices are actually lying on the extreme ends of a spectrum. So when you were actually asking me that, are you an extrovert or introvert? I would like to like call myself an ambivert. You cannot be an extremely logical or an extremely creative person, but somewhere in the middle. So I think we all have shades of both extremities. It's just that on that particular day, what you choose to be is something I really, I would say, rely upon. So on a leisurely weekend, I would rather stay in my blanket just with a cup of coffee and a book. But there are some weekends where I just want to have that adrenaline rush and just want to go out and like socialize and meet new people. So I think it really is subjective on my mood phase. But to choose between two extremities is very difficult for me. It always has been because of my Gemini nature, I would say.
Yeah. So this happens with everyone. Basis the comfort, basis the situations, we tend to take the decisions. But when I ask these questions, so it means majority of the time what you prefer. So you can have some plans with your friends. So let's say tomorrow will be my free weekend. Though I am an introvert, but still I can make some plans with my friends. That would be like one in a million types of case. If you ask me to divide, so I'll prefer going out would be like 10 or 20% of the times. However, rest of the 80% I prefer to stay home. So that is my personality type. So the more I am inclined towards that, that defines or that answers the question.
I
So
think
yeah.
Bhavna, it's depend, and as we grow, our choice also gets changed.
True.
When we are a child, we always love to call a friend and have a lot of fun and joy with them, have a
Yeah.
party and fun. If we are it's a holiday or off from school or college or whatever. But as we grow and gets married, then our choices changes.
Yeah.
We have limited choice that time. We are not that free as we were before, and with those limited choices, we have to take care of families also because they have some ask from us. Then then we frequently calling people, having party, having fun with the friends. It decrease gradually, and then there is a time when our child grows and we have lot of extra time. Then also we call our friends. So friends are there. They come first half. Um, we have a lot of party, but in second half or middle part where our child is small or we have to spend more time with our family and child, that time we call less to our friends. And then as we grows, after our child grows, then we again in the previous mood. So that all depends. And this is I have gone through two phases.
Oh,
So I am middle of this. Maybe after 10 years I will again go and call our friends for a party and all that. So that's my type. Thank
yeah.
you.
So that is why I mentioned that there is no right or wrong answer. So the answer would be just a reflection of your natural preference. So preference could be maybe for the span of like 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, or maybe for the moment itself, right? But there is no right or no wrong answer to that. So that is why MBTI never talks about the trait of a human which we derive from our childhood, but it talks about the personality of a human. So, for example, today, but if I talk about myself, 2 or 3 years back, so I was completely an introvert. I never felt like talking to anyone, but gradually I'm changing that, right? So preferences can be changed over a period of time. Traits cannot be. That is why uh, the theories, everything works upon the personality types, on your natural preferences. So when I ask these questions, so it means in the current scheme of thing, with the current scheme of thing at the present moment, whatever you feel, you can just let me know. There are certain pros and cons about that. Uh, there are certain good things that a particular personality type holds. So you will get four letters toward the end of activity, and which will tell you or maybe give you a bit of picture that how you take your decisions, how world see you, not you exactly, the person who is holding those four letter of type. So for example, there could be ESTJ, someone could be ESFP. So how world see one or how world see second one. So there are different aspects to both. So now this is the basic idea about the MBTI activity which we are going to do. But before that, I would request our table topic master to come over the virtual stage and let us think on our feet. Over to you, Toastmaster
Thanks,
Santosh.
thanks, Bhamna. Thanks, Bhamna. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon to all of the Toastmaster and guests today. So I am table topic master today. And table topic is one of the event in our today's session where we are just showing our creativity. This is some of the random topic is prepared by me, which I will be asked, and someone has to be randomly take the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Uh, 1 to 2 minutes so that we are able to see the how creatively you are able to respond the topic given by me. So today I have chosen the social media. There's uh, 10 years ago there was a different kind of social media, and today a lot of social media is there like Facebook, Twitter, and other platform. People are engaged there. So there is some of the pros and cons. So I have just prepared some of the random topic related to social media, which you will ask. So anyone can be raise your hand and we can and take up the topic given by me. So can can anyone raise hand who will be the one to be first to be participate topic given by me? Oh, Praveen. Okay. Thanks, Praveen. So Praveen, my first topic is how has social media changed the way we communicate? How has social media changed the way we communicate? This is a topic for you. Over to Praveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. How has social media changed the way we communicate? I think social media has changed our thinking. One way it is beneficial to us, one way it has many disadvantages also. So the main advantage is like we all are connected in today's modern age, where we have a lot of social media for communication to communicate our uh, voice to a larger audience. Earlier, it was not possible. Now we have video conference, we have Twitter, we have many other Facebook, other social media platform where we can say our voice to others. It is one way, and then people can react on this. So, uh, if I want to tell my story to someone else, what are the ways? Earlier, we used to have some arrangement, and it may be costly, and it was very difficult to call people and say our story. But now the things have been changed. If you want to say something, you have just record it and put it in YouTube or other social media, and the other people will be aware if, and they might be agree or disagree, but you can uh, send your voice, your story to these peoples. The disadvantage is that nowadays people are giving more time to social media, which is impacting their social the life. So that is one disadvantage, I think, and it has negative impact on child also because they are spending most of the time on social media. But overall, I see it's a great advantage, and I like. I think that the social media has changed the way we communicate to each other, and it's effective medium to for communication. Thanks, and over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thanks, Praveen, to explaining very well manner pros and cons of the social media communication, and you cover up both of the perspective. It depends to us how we are able to take the benefit of social media to our communication in our day-to-day life and improve ourselves and touch to our societies. And we can make the some of the impactful impacts to others in our day-to-day life. Thanks. So my next topic is who is going to raise your hand? Who is going to be next? Okay, Shivam Pandey. Thanks. So next topic for you is that how much influencer do you think social media has on the way we view ourselves? How much influencer do you think social media has on the way we view ourselves? Over to Shivam Pandey.
So thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master. So talking about the influence of social media in our day-to-day life, let me take you back 10 years ago. There was hardly any social media. So people used to watch movies or TV serials during their, let's say, set-top box connection or cable TV. And that was one of the major part that was influencing the lifestyle, the way we are living. But nowadays, as we are very well aware that we are utilizing social media more often, so it's has become a part of our life, and that's what the business people, or we can say the marketing people, know very well. Since it has become a part of our life, so it becomes a great opportunity for them to post or basically talk about their products. And considering that the investment in such thing, that is the marketing and influencing, is also increased, and so as the impact, because a lot of times it happens that we saw our shoes in some post and we want to take it, and with the advancement of AI and the technology, we could even search it, that specific shoe someone is wearing on the post, and we can right away buy it. Also, we have lots of option to buy it, purchase it as well, so it becomes very easy and convenient. So overall, I would say that, yeah, the influence of social media is very high. It has become a part of our life, and if if we are utilizing social media in a controlled manner, then it won't affect us or influence us in a bad manner. So that's all from my side. Back to you, Table Topics Master. Thank you.
Thanks, Imam, to be clarify the influencer your thought, and it is very good in today's era when any of the things we are going to do, whether for example we are going to launch any of the product that cost is 5 rupees, but if marketing cost is 15 rupees, but due to the social media and the we are able to do the advertisement in very minimal cost. Earlier physical people is doing the day-to-day door-to-door marketing. Now those things we are able to do in a single second via the social media and different way. So even though we have to choose something, we are able to just see the pros and cons and compare the product very well manner, which was very difficult in the 10 year ago. So there is a benefit and influencer in via the social media is there. Only thing is that we must know how to be utilized and how much we should be utilized. Sometime overutilization is going to be affected to us, so that limitations we should know. Thanks, Ivam. So raise third hand, who is going to be next topic. I think Bhavesh has raised hand.
Romesh also raised.
Also raised it.
Third, Romisha. Okay, Romisha, I'm giving to you first, then Bhavesh for next. So our next topic is, do you think social media is more harmful or helpful to mental health? Romisha, this is question for this topic is for you. Romisha, you are able to hear topic?
Yeah, I can. Um, so yes, social media is like harmful as well as beneficial both. It's just that excess of anything is bad. And social media is good in a way that even if you are living in a tier 2 or tier 3 city, you would be able to get the exposure of how the world is moving and what is happening around the world. How people of your same age are like behaving, or how they are getting like how they are learning and all these things. But yes, excess of anything is bad. So if you will depend, or if you will spend too much time on social media, then you lose connect with the physical world, and then yes, it will be harmful. So I would say social media is really a great thing if you can like look at it positively. Just be mindful of how and why and when you are using it, and then it will be very much beneficial for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sumisha, to clarify benefit and harmful of the social media. Here, I would like to say, like generally, when our child is asking any of the topic to parents, so rather than we are explaining which we are doing in 10 year ago or 15 year ago, we are just giving the just opening the YouTube link and giving to the child, and and child first time is taking the benefit of this, and later on in our absence they are trying to search something else, and they are able to habitual, and over that time we are able to understand the level of the thinking is going to be downgrade. So we have to be careful during caring our child's how the social media is going to impact them, and we have to be educate them when and how to be utilized and how much uh, they should be utilized the social media or the internet over the time. Thanks, Omisha. Next hand is, I think, Pritish, your hand is there. So next
Can
topic is
someone time my speech before?
Bhave. Yeah, Pritish, you are saying?
I was saying that can someone time my speech?
Yep. Praveen, you can you show the card for the Pritish? Or we will just note down your time. Don't worry.
Sure,
Hold.
sure, sure. I'll do that.
If you allow, I can do it. Just allow me 15 to 30 seconds. Just allow me to set up the presentation.
So, Pratish, next topic is, what's one positive way social media has helped you or someone you know? So, this is topic for you.
We repeat the topic if you don't mind.
What's one positive way social media has helped you or someone you know?
So the one positive way social media has helped is basically it has helped us in for the ease of communication. If you use WhatsApp and if you use WhatsApp, so the communication reaches within an instant to any other person to with whom I want to communicate. And and in any other way, social media has helped. If I talk about other applications apart from WhatsApp, for video conferencing, it has if I can for video conferencing I can use it, and in case I'm not available at the physical location, I can use it at the virtual location. And even through WhatsApp, I can do a video call someone who is sitting in England and I am sitting in India. So that's all at my end.
Yep. Pritish, you are very well shared. WhatsApp has made our life easy. Earlier, when any of the urgent message you have to be passed to any place. So generally, Telegram is coming. When Telegram is coming, then something good is there and something drastic problem message is passing to. So people are using. But now WhatsApp is there. WhatsApp by we are able to connect very well manner, whether we are India or any of the part of the world, we are able to discuss each other, and there is no trunk call is required for the same. So definitely WhatsApp is make the change of our life in our day-to-day communications. Nice. So next, raise your hand. Who is going to be next? So Bhavesh, you. Yeah, thanks, Bhavesh. Next topic is, what's one negative impact social media can have on society? What's one negative impact social media can have in on society? This is topic to Bhavesh for you. Bhavesh.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. I want to ask this question to all of you. Have you ever been in a situation where you were sad, dejected, not feeling good, not having a good day, and you were just coming back from your office and from your work, back to your home, and suddenly you realize yourself indulging in few of the Instagram reels, X posts, um, maybe some WhatsApp memes. And then I think 15 minutes later, when you reach back home, you don't even know what was the reason you were sad for or how you were feeling. I'm sure because I have been in these situations umpteen number of times, and I have always found myself struggling with continuing my chain of thoughts. It happens because I was in one chain of thought while I was coming back from work, and I knew for a fact that I was sad, despair, dejected, and I wanted to feel like that. I wanted to continue feeling like that because I wanted to process that emotion, get it out of my system, and then move on with my life. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen because I indulged myself in few of memes, Instagram reels, X posts, and I found myself now in a state of mind when I'm just thinking about some humor which came in one of the reels, some motivation reel which came in, some investment tip from one of the sharks came in, and all these different kind of emotions in just 15 minutes of my lifespan. I didn't know when I actually reached back home how to process my emotion because that feeling, that chain of thought has already gone. And now I'm feeling that what kind of emotion I want myself to feel in this moment. As a society, dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, I feel social media is not allowing us to process the emotions the way they were actually meant to be processed, which will actually lead into more anxiety, depression, and God forbid, some criminal activities in the near future. As a society, if we want to protect the anarchy from being happening, we need to be mindful of how we use and how we indulge in social media. Back to you, TTM.
Yep, this you have said very well, manner. Earlier, social media generally, whenever only TV was about the way where we are giving some time. So say there is some time limit was there, and some boundary was there, and we are giving some time there. But today, social media is our surrounding, and we are doing any of the work, but somehow we are connected in the social media in that time in parallel. So our concentration is going to be in different direction and diverging to us, whether in the school life or office work. So definitely it is going to impact and unknowingly, but we are not able to know. So that is a kind of impact is ongoing social media to our day-to-day life. Thanks. Well, so Bhavna, can we ask some one or two more topic if time allows to, or we can wrap up?
Can go for one more.
Yep. So raise anyone hand who is going to be next. Anyone is interested? I think no one is interested, Bhavna, now.
Ayushi wants to speak.
Yeah, Arjun. Okay, Arjun, you want. Okay. So, Arjun, next topic is, do you think social media is becoming too influential in our daily lives? Do you think social media is becoming too influencing in our daily lives?
Thank you for the topic, Mr. Table Topic Master. I absolutely think that social media is becoming too much of an influence in our daily lives. So, what earlier used to happen in my house, as I remember, when these phones were not much common, what happened was if my parents had to call me from one room to another room, they used to shout on top of their lungs that, Ayushi, come to my room right now. Why? Just so that I could give them the comb that was kept on the dressing table. But fast forward now, when each of us have their own phones, what they do is now they don't shout on top of their lungs. They use an application called the social media, specifically WhatsApp. They pick up their phones. On WhatsApp, they type a message, come to my room. Sometimes I see that message on time, sometimes I don't. But if time goes by and if my mom gets impatient, she would just give me a WhatsApp call. And then I pick it up, and then she says the same thing, come to my room and hand me the comb that is being kept on the dressing table. So social media has influenced my life even in the most minute way that I could not have imagined. Now people don't shout on top of their lungs in my house to call each other. They just give a phone call. And even education for me has changed. I don't have to go to institutes or coaching classes in order to get education. I have YouTube, I have Udemy, I have Coursera. So yes, to answer your question, social media has changed a lot in my life, and it has and still plays a big influence in my life and the people I know around me. But what I can tell you is that it only lets you affect in a positive way or a negative way. It all depends on you, the way you see it. Thank you, and back to you.
Thanks, Ayushi, to share about. So we have discussed all of the topic about the social media. I have specially designed. So over this program, all of the topics we have discussed. What are the benefits and what are the negative impact? We should know how to be utilize the social media to improve our day-to-day life, and where we should be cut down our time, whether journal hobbies when we are doing something physically rather than we are just using our Facebook to utilize our time, and 15-minute break we are able to utilize half an hour, 1 hour, and later we realize 1 hour we have wasted in the Facebook. So we have to be understand the limitations and boundaries. Definitely social media is going to be beneficial to us. Only thing is that we should know the limit and boundary, how much we have to utilize, and where we have to be use those things. So thanks to be table topics covered today. Over to Bhavna, you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in table topics. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh, for bringing up such thoughtful topics here. Now we can move forward to the activity. So as I mentioned that MBTI is actually based on the idea that people have some inherent preference in how they perceive the world and make decisions. So to categorize these preference, there are few dimensions. So one is extraversion versus introversion, means I. Extroverts tend to draw energy from social interactions and external words, while introverts recharge through solitude or maybe internal reflections. Then we have sensing versus intuition, S and N. Sensors focus on concrete details and practical information gathered from their senses. However, intuitives look at the bigger picture and are more drawn to patterns and possibilities. And why I am telling this to you, that because in the activity, these details will be helpful to keep a note of your answers. So intuitives, as I mentioned, look at the bigger picture, and they are more likely to draw the patterns and the look towards the possibilities. Third one is thinking versus feeling, T versus F. Thinkers make decisions basis the objectives and the logics, facts, while feelers prioritize their values and how decisions affects them emotionally or others emotionally. Fourth one is judging versus perceiving, J versus P. Judges, the people who judge, they prefer structure, organizing, and they prefer decisive planning, while perceivers are very flexible. They're very adaptable and they are quite open to the new information. So these are the brief definitions which I have told you. Extroversion, introversion, EI, sensing, intuition, SN, thinking, feeling, TF, judging, perceiving, JP. Now, there are 16 unique type basis these four letters, four alphabets. And I'm just giving you a disclaimer here well in advance that this understanding is not about labeling or limiting who you are. It's all about just empowering you with a tool for personality growth, or maybe enhancing your teamwork, improving your skills. Now, let's get ready to explore your own personality type. As I mentioned that I'll ask a series of questions, simple question, this and that. There will be two options. You need to select one. Take a pen and paper and mark which one you are. Towards the end of these question answer series, you will have 4 letters for your individual personality type. Okay? Everybody is ready? Good. So first is energy source. E versus I. Do you feel energized by social interactions? If yes, then write E. Do you feel prefer solitude or deep one-on-one conversation? So which one are you? Basis that, if you are the first one, write E. If you are the second one, write I. And give me a thumbs up once you're done. Done? Okay. Then processing the information. Do you trust facts, details, and hands-on experience? If yes, write S. Do you trust facts, details, and hands-on practice to process the information? Or do you rely on intuitions, abstract thinking, or bigger picture ideas? If yes, if you are the second one, write N. S or N. To process the information. Done? Third one is for decision making. Do you make decision basis logics and objectives? If yes, write T. Write F if you prioritize personal values and emotions to make the decisions. T versus F to make the decisions. T is logics, objectives, facts. F is purely basis on the feelings, emotions, personal values. Majority of the time, whatever you do, you can write basis that only. Done? Shall I move to the last one? Okay. Last one is your lifestyle approach. Judging versus perceiving. J versus P. Do you like structured plan or making early decisions? If yes, write J. Do you prefer flexibility, spontaneously, or keeping options open? If you're the second one, write P. Once you are done, combine the 4 letters. You might have ENFP, or you might have ISTJ. Someone might have ENFP, ESTJ, something like that. Are you done? Yes. Now I have this book with me. Introduction to Type. Oops, it's Okay. Introduction to Type. So this book is basically based on this theory only. And this book has all the details about the personality types. Now, I would like two people to volunteer so that everybody can understand what this theory is all about. So anybody can volunteer. I would like to explain what is your type, what are the pros and cons, how world sees you, what are the areas that you need to work upon. Yeah, Arjun.
Yeah, what I need to do?
You need to tell me those 4 letters for you.
ISFJ.
ISFJ.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is so I have this 16 personality types here. So for ISFJ, these people are quite friendly, responsible, and very committed, steady in meeting their obligations, thorough, painstaking, and very accurate. These people are loyal, considerate. These people can notice and remember specifics about people who are important to them. These people are concerned with how others feel. They strive to create an orderly and harmonious environment at work and at home. Now, how what are they best at? So people with ISFJ preference are dependable and considerate. As I said, that they are committed to people and group with which they are associated. They are faithful in carrying out responsibilities. These people focus on what people need and want, and they establish orderly procedure to be sure those needs and wants are fulfilled. They take roles and responsibilities seriously and want others to do the same. Family relationships and responsibilities are extremely important to ISFJs who fulfill their roles and expect other family members to do the same. Now, potential area of growth for ISFJ. Sometime life circumstances have not supported ISFJs in the development and expression of their feelings and sensing preferences. If ISFJs have not developed their feeling, they may have they may not have reliable ways of dealing with the world and instead focus solely on their sensing memories and impressions. If you have not developed your sensing, they may rush into value judgments or taking care of others without considering the realities. So there is a one more area of growth. So if ISFJs don't find a place where they can use their gifts and be appreciated for the contribution, they usually feel frustrated or may become rigid in supporting hierarchy, authority, or the procedure. Sometimes they may feel unappreciated. Sometimes they can complain, be overly focused, or immediate impact of decision can be seen. It is natural for IFJs to give less attention to their non-preferred intuitive and thinking part. If they neglect these too much, they may not see wider ramification of current decision or procedure, find it difficult to assert their need, be uncomfortable applying impersonal criteria or decision even when needed. So there are a lot of things which are mentioned about ISFJs. So this is the gist which I wanted to share about one personality type, uh, which is introverted sensing with extroverted feelings. I hope I was a bit clear or gave you a gist like what are the personality type, what can be the one personality type, or somebody else would want to tell me their MBTI code so I can tell you about your personality type.
Bhavna, I have just one request. Can you please reiterate for ENFP? I'm so sorry to.
No worries. I will do that. Just a minute. I'll tell you about ENFP. ENFP are best for the people with ENFP preference. Life is creative, adventure, full of exciting responsibilities. ENFP are keenly perceptive about people and insightful about the present and future. They experience a wide range of feeling and intense emotion. They need affirmation from others and readily give appreciation and support. So ENFP are good at understanding how people and groups work and are persuasive and compelling in pursuing what is important to them. They are adaptable, blooming where they are planted. Their energy and enthusiasm encourages others to bloom as well. If this is for you, I am sure this is correct.
This is bang on. And I think I must say that these are too many compliments to take on a Saturday morning when I'm already feeling sleepy. But thank you so much. Now I'm actually feeling alive.
So there are some characteristic of ENFPs that they are innovators, initiating projects and directing great energy into getting them underway using intuition primarily externally. They are stimulated by new people, ideas, and experiences. They are very curious, they are creative, imaginative, energetic, enthusiastic, and spontaneous. They also value harmony and goodwill. They like to please others and will adapt to others' needs and wishes when possible. ENFP primarily use feelings internally while making decisions by applying personal values through identification and empathy with others. They are likely to be warm, friendly, caring, supportive, cooperative. Now, how others may see them? ENFPs are usually lively, gracious, sociable. They are interested in almost everything and bring a zest to life that draw others to them. Okay. So ENFPs hate routines. Oh my God, this is correct, right? You told once upon a time that indiscipline is your new discipline. ENFP hate routine, schedule, structure, and usually manage to avoid them. They are normally verbally fluent. However, when their deepest value need expression, they may suddenly be awkward and express their judgment with uncharacteristic intensity. Others usually see ENFPs as personable, perceptive, persuasive, enthusiastic, spontaneous, versatile, giving and seeking affirmations. Now, the potential area of growth for ENFPs, if they have not developed their feeling, they may go from enthusiasm to enthusiasm, never committing the energy necessary to actualize their insights, or they may make overly personal decisions. If they have not developed their intuitions, they may fail to take in enough information, lack trust in their own insight, be uncertain, and accept other perceptions too quickly. So sometimes, if they don't find a place where they can use their gifts or feel appreciated, they become scattered, have trouble focusing, be easily distracted, fail to follow through on decisions, ignore deadlines and procedures. So this is all about ENFP's extroverted intuitions with introverted feelings.
I I think this is actually free of cost therapy for me. Thank you so much, Bhavna. Because therapy these days is becoming really expensive, but I think this session is turning to be very therapeutic. Thank you. And what's the name of the book? Just to be curious about it.
Introduction to type. This is
Okay,
not a book. This is basically a theory,
got it, got it. Thank you.
and theory is about MBTI theory, and the name of the entire case study is Introduction to Type. So this is it from my end, and I would like to conclude the meeting with these information, these insights which I have shared with Arjun and Bhavesh. If somebody else would want to know more about their MBTI types, please drop me a message. I'll share the picture or screenshots with you so that you can read it about yourself. So now we have just one thing before we sum up the meeting, that today we had conducted a joint meeting with TCS, PV, and Eloquent. So I would like to take some feedback from so from TCS, from Eloquent, from if somebody is there from PV. Anyone can share their feedback about the joint meeting. Anyone from TCS?
Yeah, Bhavna, Santosh this side. So this is a joint meeting of TCS, PV, and Equipment. So it is a new phase was there, and we have been jointly conducted this session. It was very fantastic, and more people joined together. And we are earlier there is a max 8 to 9 people was there. Today more than 10 more number of people is there. So session is very fantastic, and we should continue in this manner. And there is a four speaker. All the program is there. Prepared speech, that is a very good part. Prepared speech is a very is always good to us. We are able to learn how the other people is performing and showing the gestures, so that whenever we are planning, we are able to understand what things we have to be carefully take care whenever my turn is coming for the speech. And topic table topic is also covered by us. Only thing is that here, like role playing timers and AR counters, we should be ready in well manner before that, so that we are able to do in more better manner, so that we can take care in next time. That is, but overall the session was very fantastic, and we have covered each and every events very well manner. That is my feedback.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. Yeah, Toastmaster Arjun has raised his hand.
Yeah, before coming for today's meeting, I was wondering that so many new people probably join our group because I'm seeing new faces. And later I realized that many Toastmaster clubs have been clubbed here. Good to see so many new faces here because we are used to talking in front of people from our club,
Yeah.
but it's good to see other people, and that also brings togetherness and unity, and portray uh, Toastmaster as a one international unit, international club. So yeah, it was a good experience. Got to see new faces, got to hear new speeches, and would have been better if this was offline. But but nevertheless, it was a good experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arjun. And I would also like to tell everybody that there is a voting link in chat box in Zoom chat. I would request everybody to vote for their role players while Toastmaster Vishakha is sharing her feedback.
I was wondering, Toastmaster Bhavna, if there is time for me to share my grammarian report.
Yeah,
Maybe even Pritish can share his timer and our counter report quickly.
Thanks for reminding me.
I can go first if that's okay. It's my first time doing it, so I'll take 5 minutes. So as the grammarian for today, my role was to note down the good and not so good usage of grammar throughout the meeting. I had a wonderful time listening to all of the speakers. I'll share my report in two sections. The first section will be the good usage of grammar. These may not be always about good grammar, but sometimes even just phrases or sentences I noted that I liked, and I'll also mention the names in the section. So I'll start with Toastmaster Bhavna during her the in her TMOD role used some really good phrases. Some of them are decode our personalities like a puzzle, embark on a journey of self-discovery. Then coming to the speeches, TM Simran, who delivered a fantastic icebreaker speech, used phrases like peculiar habit, which means strange habit. She used on the verge of starting something extraordinary. She used dancing is my own language. When words fail, my feet figure it out. My imagination gets to run wild. Stepped into an alternate universe. She used many such phrases which helped us really visualize the setting. Coming to Toastmaster Arjun, he also used some really visual phrases. VRs of the day, magnificent hill, water cascading down the hill, body was trembling. Um, then coming to Toastmaster Sriram, he used phrases like friendship is a ship that never sinks, increases year on year, money cannot replace your presence. Toastmaster Romisha as well used phrases like an art that I'm still struggling to master, never ending journey, gold standard, and keep serving with love. During the table topics as well, I'll quickly mention Toastmaster Praveen used effective medium for communication, Toastmaster Shivam said controlled manner, Toastmaster Romisha said excess of anything is bad, losing connect with the physical world. Toastmaster Bhavesh used some really good words like indulging, rejected, process the emotions. Toastmaster Bhavesh also, while responding to Toastmaster Bhavna, used phrases like extreme ends of a spectrum and adrenaline rush. And finally, Toastmaster Ayushi used shout on top of their lungs. Now, coming to the second section, which is the not so good usage of grammar, and I hope this helps us become better in the future. I will not mention the names here. I'll quickly maybe pick a few. Somebody used zest of personality type. It could have been zest for learning about personality types. Somebody used how to work with my late morning nap. It could have been work despite or after my late morning nap. Then somebody used cover up the speech for 5 minutes. It could have been conclude the speech within 5 minutes. Then somebody used everyone started getting panicky. It could have been everyone started panicking. Um, Instead of take your fears away, it could have been let go of your fears. Then somebody said realized something stuck on my head. It could have been something struck me. Then somebody used whom do you want to be? It should have been who do you want to be? And then somebody used subjective on my mood. It could have been subject to my mood. And the last few, somebody used might be, agree or disagree. It should have been might agree or disagree. And somebody used chain of thought. I think the correct phrase is train of thought. And finally, somebody used much common, and it could have been very common. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much. It was very nice listening to all of you. And back to you, Toastmaster Bhavna.
Thank you so much for sharing your very detailed report, Toastmaster Vishakha. And I really appreciate the way you noted down good and bad parts about the usage of grammar here. I would request our timer and our counter to share his report, and post that we can take the evaluator's report for the speech evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster Pritish.
Right. So for timer, for prepared speech, Toastmaster Simran took 4 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Arjun took 7 minutes 54 seconds. Toastmaster Shri Sai Ram took 7 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Romesha took 3 minutes 50 seconds. For table topics, Toastmaster Praveen took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Shivam took 2 minutes 14 seconds. Toastmaster Romesha took 1 minute 10 seconds. Toastmaster Pritish took 1 minute 3 seconds. Toastmaster Bhavesh took 2 minutes 41 seconds. Toastmaster Ayushi took 2 minutes 4 seconds. For the R counter report, seems like a good report. Toastmaster Simran did not use any any filler words. Toastmaster Arjun did not use any filler words. Toastmaster Sairam used like once, and he repeated, we all know that once, and also used another word which was for one. So three filler words. Toastmaster Romesha did not use any filler words. Toastmaster Praveen used 6 times are, 4 times a. This was during the table topics. 2 times like. Toastmaster Sairam during table topics used mentioned so 2 times, and 2 times a plus he used to. Toastmaster Romesha during table topics used mentioned a 2 times. Toastmaster Bhavesh during table topics mentioned for once and a once. That's all from us.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pritish, for sharing your report with us. So now we have most awaited section, that is speech evaluation section. So I would request the speech evaluators to come to turn on their camera. And for the first speaker, that is Toastmaster Simran, we have Toastmaster Shivam as her evaluator. I would request him to share the report.
Yeah, very thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So, Toastmaster Simran, first of all, kudos to you for successfully delivering your icebreaker. Trust me, as a Toastmaster in your initial phase, it's the first barrier that we pass on to. We break basically. So you started your speech in a rising tone, encouraging us to be ourselves. You have mentioned some of your hobbies or practices that you do in your free time that involved collecting notebooks as a habit, but never using them. You've also talked about dancing as a leisure activity for you. You've also mentioned sketching in your unique manner, and you have described your journey that brought a significant shift in your lifestyle, but that do played a major role in making you in what you are today. Talking about the non-verbal cues, so you have very well utilized the hand gestures, and I've observed good utilization of space, even though we are in a virtual setup, but still you utilized it very well. Along with that, few takeaways from my side is to keep the pace of the speech a little bit calm and add some pauses to create an impact. Moreover, the speech was interesting and was relatable to us. I wish you all the very best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your feedback, Toastmaster Shivam. Next, we have our evaluator. For the second speaker, that is Toastmaster Santosh. Please share your evaluation report for Toastmaster Arjun.
Thanks, Bhavna. So Arjun's speech was very good. Content chosen by him is real life, which has happened to him 20 years ago, and body gesture was very fantastic. Eye contact during the speech was very well better. He has shown the humorous of the during the speech, and he has given the value of the hospitality in real life, which he covered in the last topic, learning of the incident that he start to be care to others later on. So he had covered the speech very well manner. If he cover up the multiple practice, he can be the good speaker in the larger audience as well. So my best wishes to him to be continue to practice so that in future you are able to be a very well speaker in the larger audience, where more than 100 people are listening to you. So you have very good capabilities. Only thing is that you need to be continue this practice. You are vocal as well as the humor during the speech. Only need to be you need to be cover up this multiple practice. That is my feedback over for Arjun. Over to Bhavna to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. Next, we have Toastmaster Ayushi as evaluator for the speech of Toastmaster Sriram.
Bhavna, can I go next? Can you just give me 2 minutes? Can we have evaluator number 4 first and then I can
Yeah.
evaluate? Thank you.
So we have fourth speaker, which is Toastmaster Romisha. I would request Toastmaster Bhavesh to share his evaluation report for Toastmaster Romisha.
Thanks so much, Bhavna. Okay. So, Toastmaster Rumisha, I think, first of all, congratulations for completing your project two at level one speech. I think, firstly, I would like to congratulate and compliment you on the title of the speech. From the very minute I actually heard the title, or I actually saw the title for the first time. Just a second. My eardrops are actually running out of chat. Give me a moment. Sorry. Am I audible? Great. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so I was saying that the title of your speech was very quirky, relatable, and interesting. I think from the moment when I uttered the name of your title, the audience members were engaged, hinged, and they were actually anticipating with bated breath, like what is about to come. And so was I. You started wonderfully well by asking a relatable question and a quirky one to engage the audience. I think that is the best way to engage the audience members, especially if it's an online meeting, to ask a question, because there is only little you can do with your body language virtually. So, a job very well done. Kudos to you. I would like to say that you might make Madhuri Dixit run for her money, because I think your expressions and your voice modulation was spot on. When you were actually speaking about that your husband didn't like the taste of the tea or the color of the tea, you were actually explaining it with the expressions and the voice in which your husband might have said it to you. So, a job very well done. What I really admired about your speech, though, which I didn't see coming, was the message. And the message was that we should not be focusing on the perfection, and we should embrace our idiosyncrasies, our imperfections. We should rather focus on the process and not the destination. So I really loved the fact that you correlated the tea part, the imperfect tea part, with the imperfect life which we all have. So a job well done over that as well. A couple of recommendations. I think your speech fell short of content and various other possibilities or tangents where you could have taken the speech. I think you finished your speech quickly. You could have added more layers and depth to it, to a lot of meaning could have been attached. So I think when you were going for the last ultimate meaning, prior to that, after your team making activity, you could have also narrated any personal life story which could have hinged to the message which you were trying to put across. So I think your entire speech lacked content and depth and meaning, I would say. But yet, a quirky, interesting take on how we should all embrace our imperfections and should not focus on the perfection part. And I think, as I mentioned at the start, from the word get go, I think your speech was relatable, interesting, and we were waiting that what you have in store for all of us. I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors and projects and levels. A job well done. Yeah, I think that's it from my side. Back to you, Team Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavesh. Toastmaster Ayushi, uh, are you ready with your evaluation report?
Here. Okay. So, Toastmaster Sriram, in your speech, I really liked the concept that you introduced to us. You talked about friendship and you talked about three friends like good, great, and awesome. And the twist, I think, in your speech was that the awesome friend is not someone who you are finding somewhere out there, but it's something who is awesome, like you are. And I like the way that you tied it around towards the end as well, that I am awesome. If you need a friend, I am here. So I really like the roller coaster journey that you shared with us for friendship and specifically the adjective that you used to describe. You also used hand gestures like this is the good friend, this is the great friend. So I was like able to sort of visualize that, okay, you're talking about the good friend, the great friend, and somehow you are the awesome friend, which was like the at the last revealed. Somewhere that I think we can work together on your speech to make it even more better than it already was, is that I want you to be mindful of your camera placement. Like when you were speaking, even though you initially managed to have your head here, when you were speaking, I could only see this part. The forehead was completely not visible. So when you are like standing up or going back or front, have your camera adjusted, have some space on your head so that even if you move forward or backward, your face is visible. This is something that we need to keep in mind when you are especially on a virtual platform. In person, that's not a problem, but virtually, we need to be mindful. Second, that I want you to focus on is pauses. Why? Because I think the speech was a bit rushed. I got confused whether you were talking about your good friend or your great friend because it was too fast. So, what I would suggest is when you're talking about your good friend, complete that scenario and then great friend. Start talking about him and then talk about yourself and then go to the conclusion. So that way your humor would come out even more lively. It would be lively. Audience would have to give a reaction. And third, they would understand the situation that, okay, you're talking to a good friend, you're talking to a great friend, or you're giving in your own punchline or humor. Okay. So second recommendation is pauses. What I would like you to challenge on is that since you asked me to focus on 2 points, which was on storytelling and audience reaction. Storytelling, you could add more flavor. I think we need a bit more content on how your friends reacted or how you reacted. And audience reaction, use pauses in order to gauge your audience, give them time to digest. What I would want you to take back from this evaluation is I want you to challenge yourself to have role plays, like to evoke reactions from your evaluation. So, for example, if you have a good friend and you ask him, "Hey, I made coffee. How do you like that coffee?" And the good friend just says, "It's good." So it gives emotions, right? Okay, you are very excited that you did something new, but your good friend was like, "Yeah, good," and nothing else. So, all in all, a good speech. I really like the concept that friendship is not a big ship. You don't need a big ship for your friendship. Just a boat is more than enough if you have the right friends. Thank you for your speech and all the best for your next ones.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayushi. So as I said that we have one voting form in the chat box. So I would request everybody to vote for their favorite role players. And in the meantime, I would request Toastmaster Sriram to share your feedback for this joint meeting. Since the meeting was for PV Eloquent and TCS, I would request you to share your personal thoughts about the meeting.
Hi everyone, this is Sriram. I am part of the Gurgaon Toastmasters Club, and first time I'm attending an online meeting, to be honest. I have never attended an online meeting before, so this is a unique experience for me for Toastmasters. And how you guys managed was also, even when people were not there, it's also shows how you supportive are, even being different clubs. Uh, I look forward to join more meetings online because even this will be helpful for my office meetings even when I may attend online. And also a good point I would say is TMOD's presentation of the all the four types of all totally 16 types of characters what we have in our life was also quite interesting topic. Also, I like that. And also the table topics were also engaging with the with the participants because they was totally of the current context of social media. I totally enjoyed the table topic session also. And thanks for the opportunity to give a speech in your club uh, because I didn't get a slot in my club. So thanks for VP Education also. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for sharing your feedback, Toastmaster Sriram. And one more thing, the best part is that you would not need to step down 3 floors for the offline meeting. Sometimes you can take a break.
Mhm. Yeah, you are right.
So we are waiting for the responses. We have received 7 responses. I would request everybody to share their feedbacks or vote for their favorite role players so that we can conclude the meeting. Can I get a thumbs up from people who have shared their responses? Okay. So first one, we have voting for best prepared speech. And this goes to, we had 4 speakers. This was between Toastmaster Sriram, Toastmaster Simran, Toastmaster Arjun, and Toastmaster Romisha. And this goes to Toastmaster Simran. Congratulations, Toastmaster Simran.
There is a one update, Bhavna. Like we have received one more responses. So now this is a tie between Romisha and Arjun.
For prepared speeches.
Right.
Okay. I would request Toastmaster Romisha and Toastmaster Arjun to turn on their camera. We would like to take a picture with you both. Sharad, can you spotlight them?
Sure. Sure.
And Toastmaster Arjun as well.
It's Toastmaster Simran, right?
Yeah, it's sorry. Both, I think you can share hand together.
I think Arjun, you know the rules how to actually shake hands. You can actually do this with Toastmaster Simran, and Toastmaster Simran can also do similarly. Sharad, is it okay to take a picture?
Yes, perfect. No, Arjun, can you just use opposite hand? Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So next we have vote for best prepared speech evaluator. That was between Toastmaster Shivam, Toastmaster Santosh, Toastmaster Ayushi, and Toastmaster Bhavesh. And this goes to Toastmaster Ayushi. And we have Toastmaster Ayushi? No, we don't have Toastmaster Ayushi, right?
I think she left.
I think she has left. No worries. So next one, that was for best table topic speaker, and this was between Toastmaster Praveen, Toastmaster Shivam, Toastmaster Romisha, Toastmaster Bhavesh, and Toastmaster Ayushi. And again, this goes to Toastmaster Ayushi. Next one was the best auxiliary role player. That was between Timer, Toastmaster Pritesh, Counter Toastmaster Pritesh, and Grammarian Toastmaster Vishakha. This goes to Toastmaster Vishakha. Congratulations, Toastmaster Vishakha.
Vishika, can you use another hand? Perfect. Thank you.
Last one was the best role player. That was between Toastmaster of the Day, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Santosh, G, again, me. And this goes to me. Is that fine? Making sense?
Perfect. I think now everyone can turn on their camera. We can have a Zoom feed.
Yeah. And you can remove spotlight from me. Yeah.
Everybody can give heart emojis and anybody emojis like they want. Yes, it's done.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And have a great weekend. This was lovely hearing from you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.